Good morning. Today I'm going to be making my famous, well, I shouldn't say it's famous really, because it's not, but it's my personal rendition of a green smoothie. Normally what I put in it is I like to start off by placing 4 ice cubes in the bottom of my Vitamix. And I usually like to let it sit there for 3 to 4 seconds, just to get the blades really cold. One of the things that, if anybody that knows what a Vitamix is, one thing that this thing does do is it spins at a very high velocity. It spins on the lowest setting, it's 500 miles per hour, and at the highest, it's 37,000 rotations per minute. So essentially, it can oxidate food in a matter of seconds, which is not a good thing because then you lose most of your nutrients, which is what I'm trying to avoid. The next, after I just added some bananas, I like to add a nice big handful of spinach. I mean, the preference and amount of spinach and how strong it is varies from person to person. I tend to like to get as much as possible, and considering this is usually something I do maybe twice a day. The other thing is some pineapple that I've stuck in the freezer. It's not exactly frozen yet, but it's okay because I've added enough ice to compensate for the change temperature quickly. So I'm going to add, you know what, I'll just put the rest of it in there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tamp, which helps because you don't want to spin the food up and not move it into the blades as soon as possible, because the longer you let it sit on top, the faster it will oxidate. So in a moment it's going to get very loud and I'm not going to be able to hear anything, and you're not going to be able to hear anything. So just hold on for a minute to do this. As you can see, it's essentially in about, I want to say 7 seconds, pulverized it. You see, it almost looks like a, I want to say Slimer consistency, but it tastes very good. The one thing that I do once in a while, if I tend to make it too strong with the greens, I'll just throw a few regular purple grapes or green grapes in there just to sweeten it up a little bit. I don't like to put any more than 6 in there because grapes are very high in sugar and sweeten things up very quickly. So I'll take my time licking it. Reach glass here. And essentially what it looks like is, to be honest, baby crap, but it's very high in nutrients. I don't know if you can see that. So what I normally do is I like to pour it into a glass, usually halfway, because what I do with the remainder, I leave it in concentrate, and I add water as I like to make it. And I add the amount of water that I need to just make it basically palatable. You don't want to be drinking baby food. You want at least a little liquid so you can consume it in a normal glass. And as you can see, it's basically very green, but the one thing I have to say, this is a very, very tasty drink. It tastes like, to be honest, it tastes just like pineapple drink. The only difference is it's green. And I know a lot of people get offset by the green, but the color is just a color. And if you put enough of pineapple or grapes in it, you end up with a very tasty drink that's nutritious. And believe it or not, I drink these when I get up around 6, and it basically holds me over until 1 o'clock. I usually eat in between there just to keep up the energy, but other than that, this is an amazing energy boost drink that me personally keeps me buzzed all morning. Alright, if you have any questions or comments, please put it in the YouTube below, and you have a wonderful day.